I'm still on my getting stuff for my house journey. I have this place. It's not that many square feet, but it's big enough for me. It has a lot of rooms, quote unquote, but a bunch of the bedrooms are like really small, so they're basically closets. But I'm still trying to outfit things. So I finally have a guest bed. That's cool. So the guest bedroom is a place with a bed now. My living room area has the basic I brought with me from the last place, and it functions, but I have enough seating for like 2 people throughout this whole place because I have family come over a lot, but it's usually one at a time. So I have my kotatsu that I'll sit at. I have 2 little floor chairs there. So one I just leave flat on the floor, like folded down so my cats can sit on it. But if someone's over, I can flip it up and they can sit with me. And then I have a couch, but it's not a big couch. It's actually a love seat, and it just fits 2 people with a big ottoman, because why would I have ever needed one that's bigger when it's just me and cats, you know? And then I have my TV. So now I'm like, oh, now that I have a place that's big enough that people can at least come over in more than one at a time, now I need seating. And now I'm at that struggle. What do you do? I feel like everyone who has a place deals with this at some point. Everyone who moves deals with this. What do you do when you have a couch or a chair or something pre-established, and now you need to find something else for the room for seating, but you can't find exactly the same thing again? So now you have to figure out what the hell chair looks okay next to this stupid couch. Huh? Oh, I hate this process. I hate it. I hate it so much. I cannot stand when things, like, they don't have to match, but I can't stand if it looks off, like really off. Garbage core. I'm at that point. I'm like, I'm buying a Home Depot plastic bucket. I'm flipping it over. Put a pillow on it, all right? Yes, he said my go-to 5-gallon buckets from Home Depot. Yes, send it, dude. That's the point I'm at. Because, you know, if I have people over occasionally, do I want to have that nice, tasteful chair, you know, on the corner facing in to everything else that I'm not going to sit on out all the time and taking up space? And then I have to vacuum it. I have to clean it, get the cat hair off of it. I don't know. I don't know. Foldable chairs, keep them in the closet, then when people come over, they use those. My family members, they will come over and be like, folding chairs. You have so much room. Why don't you get something nice? Why don't you get a nice chair? That's what's gonna happen. My mother's gonna be like, why didn't you get a nice chair? It could look so nice in the room. You could put it in the corner with the little table, little side table next to it. That's what she's gonna say. Eames lounge chair. Oh, I could be that guy. Our male living space, but I make over 6 figures, so I get the Eames lounge chair. I have to get a tasteful chair, guys. I have to, or I'll never hear the end of it. But where the hell do you buy a tasteful chair that isn't $5,000? Because when I try to buy a nice looking one from somewhere else, I sit on it and it feels like shit. Okay, I've gone to the furniture stores that cost, you know, normal people money. And I sit on things in there and I go, this feels like shit. So I'm not gonna buy it if it feels like shit. So then I go somewhere more expensive and I go, let me see if this is actually better. Let me see if this is actually comfortable. I sit in it and I go, wow, this is comfortable. Checks price tag, $2K. Oh, that. Facebook Marketplace. Guys, I don't have Facebook. Facebook Marketplace is not an option for me. I touched that site in 2008 and gave up, okay? Facebook Marketplace is not an option. I am also simply not going to take anyone's used stuff if it's not solid wooden furniture, okay? If it is furniture that has cloth, it's maybe a leather couch, so it has crevices, things like that, I'm not taking anything secondhand. I will if it's a family member or someone I know, but if it's just from somebody random, I just won't do it. Been there, done that. I know too many people that have had bed bugs and things like that, especially being in a really dense area city. Maybe you can do that out in the suburbs and it's safer, but not worth it in the city, you know? Like, really not. I just want to get something that feels nice to sit in, that I can put my family members in and they won't be like, what the hell is this? And that's it. 30 relatives steal your mom's chair. I'm sure someone has something somewhere that they'd love to get rid of, but a lot of it's so ugly, so ugly. There's this dining set in the family that, you know, a family member passed and their dining set has been floating around and they're trying to get someone to take the dining set. All of the chairs are upholstered in gold velvet. And by gold, I mean goldenrod. I don't mean shiny gold. Now, here's the thing. I really like this color, actually, when it's paired with certain things, but it's, okay, I'm gonna show you a chair that has the right velvet color and the right wood color. The problem is the woodwork on this dining set is super fucking gaudy. So this actually looks okay if you put it in a room with browns and greens and stuff. Like, this could actually be okay, but it is this color. Now, it's a mostly wood frame instead of this. It's like a dining chair kind of shape. And then it just has middle velvet upholstery and it's this color. And it is just... It's not good. And everyone's like, do you want the dining set? And I'm like, I don't have the space for the whole dining set. Like, I didn't buy like a 3,000 square foot house. Like, that's not, I don't have that, okay? Like, I can't fit the dining set. But second of all, the gold velvet, it's the opposite of what I like. It is, oof. I gotta figure out what kind of tasteful chair I need to get. Your parents has a living room set with that color fabric, straight up 80s. So the grandparent whose house that dining set was in that had that color, their rugs, their carpets in most of the house were like an aqua color, like a desaturated in between green and blue, mostly running blue, but a little greenish kind of color. And then white walls, slightly off-white, so it was like, you know, nicely balanced. And then they had couches that were like a dark mauve reddish color, and they looked like they should have plastic on them. They didn't do the plastic, but they looked like that. They had like embroidery all over them in the same color, so it had like filigree. And then they had a lot of dark wood furniture that had so many crevices, hand carved everything, so detailed and gaudy. And I would go over there, and every time I would go over there, oh, thank God you're here. You always clean so nice. Can you clean this? And they'd hand me the furniture polish, and I'd have to go and clean all the wooden furniture. I'd have to polish all of the wooden furniture with furniture polish, okay? And I would sit there, and I'd be shoving my finger to like the little crevice of the wood to make sure like I got every nook and cranny. And I would genuinely, I'm like, this is for my beloved grandparents. I will whole ass this, you know? So I would go in, I would do a great job. And then that was always my job because I was the only one who actually tried when it came to that one. And yeah, I was doing the furniture polishing of all the carved wood things. And it was just, ugh. Asking you to do chores for them, what the They were elderly. We all had to do something. That was the chore that I usually got tasked with. I'm just glad I wasn't like the toilet cleaner, you know?